Hold on. Okay. Hey, everybody. It's our team call for February 21st. So today's going to be more of a little tough love, I think, that we all need to hear. And know that a lot of the things that I go over each week, or the topics that we're going over, is stuff that resonates, that happens with us. Stuff that, a lot of times it's not just everybody else that needs to hear it. We need it for ourselves. And this call was strictly because of things that Dakota and I went through the last week that we chatted a lot about. And I was like, you know what, babe? Like, this is stuff everybody struggles with. These are the things everybody needs to hear. And so I decided to do this week's team call over how to overcome your mental roadblock with your business and getting out of your own way. I think that that's a very common thing is with anything in life, is just getting out of your own head and not letting yourself get distracted in the things of life. And you're going to hit a mental block at anything, right? Everything in life can get to a hard part and a hard season. And it's really just getting yourself past that and moving on past it. So that is what our team call is over tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And you guys can see it good? Thumbs up? Cool. All right. If you guys have any questions at all or want to add anything, make sure you just throw it in the chat and I'll check it because it pops up while we're on the call. Okay. So I put this quote at the top of our team call because I want you guys to read this because I love this quote and I've loved it since I first became a coach 6 years ago. The two most important days of your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. And really, like, for a lot of us, it's the day I became a wife or the day I became a mommy. Like, that is my why. And when you dig really deep into what you do as a mom or what you do as a wife and the purpose that you serve, it makes it way more meaningful. So when you really think about it from that perspective, it kind of like opens up your mind to how powerful that quote really is. So that being said, the first things first is, what is your why? When you're stuck in a mental roadblock, this is what you need to go back to. You often hear go back to the basics. Well, we all have to do that. Like, our why is not always going to be the same. It's constantly changing, right? Like, my why before I had kids was incredibly different than what it is now that I have Cass and now that we have another baby on the way. It's constantly changing. And also, because I didn't put this in the notes, it is totally okay for your why to be selfish. If your why is because you need this for you to be the best mom that you can be, that is totally okay. If your why is because you need money to get your own pedicure, or you need some kind of self-worth because you're a stay-at-home mom and you want to feel like you're doing something, or you want to inspire other people, there is nothing wrong with that. In fact, a lot of people that go to the top is because their why resonates, is so powerful with them in selfish ways, and selfish meaning a very good selfish way. So what is your why? Sit down, write it out. And like, I do this regularly because my why is always changing. Is it freedom? Is it your family? Is it self-worth? To be proof that it's possible, your health, impacting others, financial freedom, all the above. It's really sitting down and mapping those things out and writing them down to yourself. Why am I doing this? Why do I want to be a coach? Why do I want to work out? Why do I want to eat healthy? And then going past that, why? Why is this your why? Why do you want to be healthy? Why are you doing this for your family? Why are you doing this for your health? Why do you need financial freedom? In fact, if you do make X amount of income that you want, what is that going to do for your family? What does that do for you? Why do you want it? Why do you need self-worth? How do you feel right now about yourself? Is that, maybe that makes you open up your mind to why you need this and why self-worth is your actual why. To be proof that it's possible. Are you one of those people that's surrounded by negativity all the time and you just need to prove to everyone that I can do this and I am worth more and I can change lives and inspire people? Makes it more meaningful, right? When you think about, what is my why? Mine's boring. It's my family. No. If you break it down and look at the details, and think about all the little things that add together that make your why your family, that's when it becomes meaningful, and that's when it pushes you. Honey, get down. Okay, this is kind of like what I just said, but really just breaking down your why and what would these things do? Every single one of them, what would they do for you if you achieved them? Every single one of those that I had listed above, or even the ones that you listed. Next is if those things are your why, how are you going to change them? You guys hear me say all the time, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So if you have a destination and no map to get there, then where are you going? How are you going to get there if you don't have a map to your destination? So you have to map your way to get there, figure it out, and sit down and actually plan it so that you know how to get to your goal. Whatever your why is, why you're doing this, and what your ultimate goal is, you have to know how to get there. You have to know the steps. I like this quote too. People don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. And isn't that the truth? Because a lot of you are on this call. A lot of you are my coaches, or you have your coach invited you this call. And most likely when you first connected to them, it wasn't you connected to the workout they're doing or the shake that they're drinking. Most likely it was because of their journey, right? And who they are as a person. What you've seen in their life. You were connecting with them with something. It wasn't because of, for example, the flavor of Shakeology I drink while you reach out to me. No, like it was me. It was, I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I fail, but I also have triumphs. Like I struggle like a normal person. I've had a postpartum journey. There's a whole story to it. People want to know you before they want to know your product. And that's one thing that, I talk about all the time about how we are here to serve others. We are here to share what this amazing opportunity has done for our lives and to be examples of that. And doing that is what people will buy into you. And that's, like with new coaches, I always tell them, like when they're worried about being salesy, I say, okay, go to my Facebook and scroll through my timeline or my Instagram. Do I look salesy? I have never had someone say yes, ever. The reason why is because I'm posting my life. I have value in my life, whether you think that you do or not. If you sit back and look at all the details in your life, you have value, and people look at that and they see it, and it's valuable to them because it's relatable and it's credible, and they like following that, and they buy into who you are as a person. So self-reflect on that. Not just that, but also self-reflect on, if you're chasing your dream and whatever your goal is, are you actually doing the work, right? Realistically, sit down and ask yourself, am I actually doing the work? If I want to be a diamond coach, if I want to be an elite coach, am I actually working like an elite coach? Am I actually working like a diamond coach? I want to be a top coach, but most likely that coach is probably outworking me. What can I do to change that? It's really reflecting on the fact that, am I doing the work? The work meaning your vital behaviors, right? Inviting, reach, and personal development, recognition, and being proof that the products work. And I'm not just saying doing your workouts, because that's obviously very important, but also your meal plans. A perfect example of that, Emily Favre. She was number 3 in the company this year, 2018. And she did our programs for 5 years, okay? 5 years, and never did the meal plan. She committed to 80-day obsession, follow the meal plan for the first time as a coach in 5 years, and she is now in the top 10 because she actually stuck to something and showed that she was proof that the products worked. And she used that to maximize her coaching, to reach out to people and inspire people along her journey. It's not important just to do the workouts. It's important to follow these meal plans because you guys are examples. We are examples of what Beachbody is. And that means, you guys know, like our programs aren't keeping us, it's not drinking a shake all day long. It's not taking these pills. It's not starving. It's not pulling out carbs. It's having a balanced diet. I don't even like calling it diet because we literally don't take anything out of our meal plans. We follow every food group and it's well balanced, eating every 2 to 3 hours. Like healthy and clean. So be proof that that works. Are you posting on Instagram? If you don't have an Instagram, I say this all the time, then you're not doing your job. You have to have Instagram. And if you've been telling yourself all this time, yeah, she says that all the time, I really need to download Instagram, do it. Stop making excuses and do it, because it's your business, right? Like, you want to grow your business, so start. Just start. Like, I put off doing Instagram stories for so long, despite the fact that I heard all these coaches that were having success, because I was like, I love Snapchat. I'm not going to do anything else. Guess what? The second I tried stories, that first month, I hit Success Club 44. And it was all from Instagram, from doing my stories. So be consistent. Post to your stories. Post to Instagram. Are you doing your invites? We did a call last week, Friday. We did our team call because we all enjoyed our Valentine's Day. And I was sharing how I'm doing 40 to 60 invites every single day. And this isn't just reach outs. This is straight invites to people that I know, that I've connected with, that follow me. And I invite them to a challenge group or a coach opportunity. We had our coach sneak peek this week, so I was inviting people to that. We had our challenge group that just started a new wave of people this past week. I invited to that. Also know that, like, if you're not posting about those things, who are you going to reach out to about it? Like, people have to see that you are doing this. It's active. You have groups running and anybody can join. You have this opportunity of coaching that has provided you with blank, whatever it's provided you with, and anybody can do it. But if you're not posting about it, people don't know that. Doing your personal development, growing yourself as a person in way more ways than physical with our workouts. You're growing yourself spiritually, emotionally, your confidence, everything. Team calls. I feel like I say this all the time. Like, if you want to be a successful coach, be on your team calls. It's part of having a team and the camaraderie and being able to post that people can see that you're not just doing this alone. You're doing this with people. You're going to have support. And I already talked about the meal plan. So really self-reflect. Am I doing the work? What could I do more? And I told you guys how I was doing 40 to 60 invites. Though some days that is way unachievable, that's totally okay. That's my goal. And if you know that's far outreach for you, start with a lower number. I'm gonna do 20 invites a day, and eventually, maybe in a month from now, I might bump that up to 25 or 30. But set yourself a number and write it down. Have that be your goal every day. Because most people, if you write it down, you're gonna do it, right? Like, for me, I just have to tell myself, I'm doing this. This is what I'm doing every day, non-negotiable. Dakota raised his hand. I don't know if I have to stop my screen to let him, because I've never done it while sharing. Okay. What, babe? Wait, I didn't unmute you. Hold on.
No, it's because I hit the wrong button. I hit stay muted instead of unmute now. No, I was going to ask, like, I don't know if you're going to, like, refer to me how I was over, like, before the last 2 weeks. Like, did you want me to bring that up now? Are you fine with that? Or?
No, I think I'm going over that in the next 2 slides.
Just making sure.
Yeah, so if I don't cover something you want, just unmute yourself or whatever.
I was also going to say, guys, you don't even have to start with 20. You're a brand new coach.
Hold on.
Start with 5.
Hold on. Say hello. Say hello. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my live video keeps starting from the gender reveal on my computer. That's like weird.
Oh yeah, it was creepy. It did that earlier.
Okay, sorry.
Like, you don't have to start with some crazy number is what I was going to say. If you're a brand new coach, start with 5. Just start.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm about to dig into that.
I'll say what.
Oops.
Later when you get to it.
Okay. All right. Plan. I already said that. Map things out. So for me, I've showed you guys. I have my planner. I write down. Oh, I don't even know if you guys can see me well enough. So, like, I plan everything out. And then, like, on days, I have days that I write down my to-do list and write down all the things I want to do that day. Follow up with all the people from the sneak peek. Reach out to 40 people. Follow up with people that I just added to the challenge group. Follow up with people that bought challenge packs last month. Whatever I'm doing, I'm writing those down, and then I'm mapping things out. Okay, our next challenge group's on this day. Our next sneak peek's on this date. So that means this day, I'm doing this. I'm doing that. write down what days of the week you need to be posting about your challenge groups, or you need to be posting about coach opportunity. So right now I'm trying to post about the coach opportunity 2 to 3 times a week instead of once a week. So that means I pick random days. I like doing it on Sundays. So maybe Wednesdays or Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I hate Fridays. So Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, I'm going to post about the coach opportunity, right? So like if I write it down in my calendar, then I'm going to do it. But if you don't, it's easy to forget. Same with your challenge group posts. If you're wanting to invite, like for instance, for me, because we had the coach sneak peek start on Tuesday this week, and then we had our challenge group on Monday. So last week, every other day I alternated. Today I'm focusing on inviting people to my challenge group. Tomorrow I'm inviting people to the sneak peek, and then I swapped every day. It's really just a matter of sitting down, taking that little bit of time to plan things out. Makes all the difference. Kind of goes the same way with your meal plans, right? It's really taking the time to sit down and map out your meal plans and figuring it out. Okay, so this is where Dakota was talking. So we were, we've had this team cup going. We've had some huge goals. And for new coaches that don't know what the team cup is, if you haven't gotten into our training yet, because Holly, I know that you're really new and as of today. So Success Club is a goal that we're trying to hit every month, right? So with the team cup, we basically do that as a team. We're all trying to hit Success Club and hit this number, and really just change as many lives as we can in the month of February. So our cup team has really been working really hard and kicking butt. And Dakota just told me, he's like, I know what to do. I just don't know what to do. Like he just didn't even know where to start. Like there's so much in his head. There's so much he wants to do, but he doesn't know where to start. So he just didn't do anything. And so I said, babe, like, you know what to do. Stop saying that and just do something. Like just shoot out some messages. Don't overthink it. Write stuff down if you need to. Just shoot stuff out. Like make your post. Reach out to people. Don't overthink it. You just have to start. If you want diamond, go for it and stop making the excuses, right? Like have you mapped out I posted our diamond graph. Did you do it? I posted our January goals. Did you ever do that? Like think about those things. These things that you could do for yourself. Do you do them? You got to do it. You got to make it non-negotiable. Do you want income? This one was pretty straightforward. Send a freaking crap ton of invites. Invite people to join you and be that example. Like if you're not posting about it, people don't know you're doing it, right? Like if you're just going about your life and you're not posting that I just completed the conquer phase of or of this 20-minute workout I'm doing, or I put on my jeans today and they were loose. Like if you're not posting about these things, people don't know what's going on in your life and they don't know that they can join you. So post about it and then invite people to join you on this journey. Because imagine if you'd have never been invited. You probably wouldn't be on this call. You probably wouldn't be feeling as good as you feel. You wouldn't be on your way to success or changing your life for the better that you are doing right now. So just start. Everybody's got to start somewhere. Like, so Dakota, what he started doing is he just started writing down ideas to himself, right? Babe, do you have anything to share with that?
I was saying, sure. No, I was good. I've been doing this for 6 years. I know what it takes to be successful. I know what to do. I just can get into my own head, which I'm sure I'm not the only one. I know it's easy for it to happen. Let me turn this TV down a little bit. I'm trying to keep Cass occupied in the bedroom while Cass is doing the call out there. But no, I was just getting in my own head. Like I knew what to do, but I didn't know what to do. I was like letting myself get completely overwhelmed and resulted in not doing anything because I was like, I felt defeated. And I was just given all these excuses. And I finally said, whatever. I just started doing it. Started doing the invites, started doing just the 4 vital behaviors. That simple as like, stop getting in your own head, telling yourself you don't even know where to start. Form up a few messages. That's something that you would respond to. That's how you would want people to talk to you. That's what I did. I started sending them out this week, just in the last week. Like it's what I guess what I want to stress is that it's normal for that to happen. We've been doing this for 6 years and I hit that slump where I was just like, I don't know what to do. When in fact I did, I was just beating myself up about it. beat yourself up about it. Like, you're not the only one it happens to. It happens to, I mean, even top coaches, they like hit walls. You just have to move forward, and like that's how you determine like whether or not like how bad you want it. All in all, I just broke down, started sending out messages. Just in the past like 5 days, I've already signed up one coach, changed a life. They're starting on their journey, and like a lot of these people I reached out to, I was like, you know what, forget this. I'm gonna just reach out to them how I'd want to be reached out to, and then grow a relationship. I'm not the type that like, I wouldn't want someone to reach out to me, grow in a relationship. If I go to like, they reach out to me, hey, how are you, asking all these questions. I go to their page and they're just a bunch of sales stuff. I'm like, no, I'm not responding to them. But so when I reach out to people, this is how I'd want someone to reach out to me. So it's how I reach out to them. It's going to be different for each of you. Danielle, she's complete opposite of me. She grows a relationship first. That's not me. So I was like, I'm not going to be Danielle. Yeah, she's successful, but I'm not going to be successful that way because it's not me. I started doing this. What I do is I send out a, hey, how are you? Simple, like ask a little bit about them. But in this very same message, I get to the point. I invite them straight up, ask them like either about coaching or to a challenge group. And with what we do, how passionate we are about it, and explain that. And I've got like literally probably 20 to 25 prospects right now. And I guess it's prospects, but it's people that you're changing their life. Like the person that I signed up last night, I was hoping she'd be able to make the call tonight, but she works later at night, single mom, and didn't know if she was going to be able to make it. And she's still trying to figure things out because she just signed up yesterday. But reached out to her and was just straightforward. And she shared with me, like, I didn't expect her to share with me. Honestly, I didn't expect a response, and shares with me like how just 3 days ago she broke down because she wanted to change so bad, but she just didn't have a clue on what to do. She needed to be guided. She needed the help. And that's where I came in. She committed right there that day. And I'm helping change her life simply because I started doing my job and reached out and just quit telling myself I didn't know what to do. So that's where I guess we're going with just start. You figure it out as you go. If you don't start, you're not going to figure it out. You're never going to get the hang of it, and you're never going to progress or get anywhere with your business, and you're missing out on changing a lot of lives. Hey, are you want to say hi? It's because I wouldn't let him say hi. Okay. Sorry. Say hi.
I muted you, babe. Okay, so that kind of goes along with what I was saying about Snapchat and Instagram, right? Like at first when I started Snapchat, it was only to talk to my brother. And it kind of like, I didn't know, I was like, who's going to follow anything in the day of life of Danielle? Like, what do I post? And it was kind of, that's how I felt with Instagram too, because it didn't have the fun filters like Snapchats. And it kind of was that thing I was like, I just need to do it. I just need to stop saying that to myself and do it. Like, people love watching the behind the scenes, whether it's a picture of food, a picture of coffee, a selfie, a boomerang of cats playing with toys, whatever. Like, just share, just do it, and you get better at it, and you figure it out, and you figure out, judging by your viewers and the likes you get and the content, on what content you need to be sharing. And I've shared with you guys about the color wheel and posting about all your different, I have it right here because I never let it leave my side. All the different characteristics about you. You know, I have all these, all characteristics about me, and I make sure that I'm posting about all of them because I want to attract people that like all this stuff too, right? They're just like me, and it's attracting my tribe. And so I think that a lot of times this can come back to your personal development. And if you get in a mental funk, like it's like one of those things that either I need to sit down and listen to some podcasts or some personal development. I need to look up training. I need to, whatever you got to do to just kind of boost your motivation again, just do it. Get started because it's a normal thing, and don't let it defeat you. So I really like this perspective. When it comes to your business, you have to make it a non-negotiable, right? So like, if you think about it this way, is your health a non-negotiable? You could be lacking motivation, but if someone told you, I heard this example, if someone told you, someone kidnapped your kids and they told you, you can have them back if you work out for a week. what are you going to do? You're going to work out for a week. You're going to find the time because it's important to you and it's a priority, non-negotiable. I'm working out for a week and I'll find a way to do it every single day. That's how your business should be if you want to be successful. Regardless of whatever your excuse should be, you should have a to-do list. You should have a plan mapped out. And that means hitting Success Club. That means doing your vital behaviors. That means, doing your reach outs and connecting with new people and growing your business and mapping your way to success. Being there for your team and running your challenge groups. All the things that you should be doing in your business, you should be doing and making it a non-negotiable. I'm the same way when it comes to my workouts. I think we all could be stronger when it comes to our business. With my workouts, it was kind of like how I was with running. I'm done with that slide, so I'm going to stop sharing. When I used to run, I would run 70 miles a week. I got really ridiculous with it, and it was an addiction. Okay, but for me, running was non-negotiable. I ran for 1,013 consecutive days, and I averaged 4 miles a day. The only reason I stopped is because my college that I got a full ride to was like, you need to take a break and rest. And so I did and broke my streak. But my point is that I was so driven towards this is non-negotiable. I'm doing this. I'm not breaking my streak. I want to be successful. I want to hit my goals. And I made it work every single day. I remember running back laps in my basement growing up in high school, running laps to get my mileage in. It was straight dedication. And if we only had that kind of dedication for our business or even our health and fitness, we could hit any goal we could even dream of. And that kind of what I was saying about your meal plan, it's like the same thing. Your workouts and your meal plan should go together. They should go hand in hand. And that's part of being a product of the product with your business. And so I hope this really helped you guys. I know a lot of us have talked about our business goals and also trying not to get defeated when people ghost us or don't respond, or I send out 60 invites for 10 to respond, if that. It can be defeating. And we have to remind ourselves that consistency is key, and we have to be putting in the work every single day if we expect to get to our goals of where we want to be. I want to be an elite coach, so I need to work like an elite coach. I want our team to be an elite team. So I want our team to work like an elite team, right? I want every one of you hitting your goals and achieving every dream that you ever imagined. I was just telling Amber not long ago, we've known each other since before we started school. And I want her walking across that stage with me. She's a busy mom, right? You have so many dreams, Amber, and all of us do. I can't imagine seeing all of you guys hit those dreams. And I am leading you guys. I want to get you guys there. So it's very important for us to have calls like this. I hate being very forward and you gotta do it, but sometimes we need it. I know for me, I need to hear it sometimes too. I need to speak it sometimes too, even for myself. So I really hope that you guys found this helpful. I just noticed Dakota's little hand is sticking out again. So do you have something to say, babe?
I forgot. That was 2 or 3 minutes ago.
Sorry. I was on my soapbox.
No, you're fine. He's been saying love you, and he was happy as can be because he wanted to hear you, and notice he's got the earbud in.
Hi, baby. Well, okay. Did anybody else have anything to add?
Danielle, you've said it before, but maybe for the new people, I've noticed recently, now that I've really put it in gear and started inviting, I've invited a lot. And because I felt like when I put a post out there, people would come running to me, but it doesn't work that way. Some do, but I have more response by actually reaching out and invite, with a message to them, because I think they're kind of scared to come to you, just from your post, because when I actually reach out to them, I'm getting a lot more response. They're grateful that I've reached out to them. They really, wow, you really thought enough about me to contact me, and so I'm seeing, definitely follow up with with reaching out to people, because not just on Facebook, you just, or Instagram, don't expect them to come running to you, because a lot of them don't, or they just don't think of it at the time. But when you take the time to personally send them a message, that helps me so far. This past week, it's just growing tremendously, and it just because I have to listen to you. When I listen to you and apply it, it works. But for the new people that may not have heard that yet,
if everyone would apply
it works.
Yeah, and so that's why I had mentioned too that I'm trying to post about the coach opportunity more and the challenge groups, because I always message the people that like and comment on it, because a lot of the times, just like you said, people are just too shy. They don't want to comment. They might not want other people on their timeline to see, or on their friends list to see that they comment, because it's a vulnerable thing. Hey, I need help. Not everybody wants to do that. So it's important to message those people that like it. And if they're not interested and they're just supporting you, so what? Like, at least you reached out and offered your help. So yeah, you're totally right. I wish everybody would apply that.
Well, I'm up to 25 invites a day now. So
wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I'm hearing quite a few back. So yeah.
Good.
I just set a goal ahead of time. The day ahead, I pick the names I'm going to do the next day. So I'm just one day ahead each day. That's what, when you get home from work, sometimes you're scurrying around trying to think of who you want to message. You don't have time. If you plan it a day ahead, and then you know who you're going to shoot your messages out the next day. Because I work a 40-hour week plus, for my full-time job. And that's how I found to make it work, to just plan ahead.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, so that's what Dakota does too. And so like I think I shared, it was either our team call or our team call last week. But did I share my screen and show you guys how I did that? Like
yes.
Like I'd open multiple Facebook tabs at once from people that like my post, and I would message and comment on their posts and kind of just engage with them. I've got, I can't remember how many friends I have, but so many that it's easy to miss posts. So these people that I'm connecting with, I want to make sure that I'm engaging on their posts and they know I'm watching their life, because I want to see it, but sometimes you miss stuff. And so that's one key thing that I always do. Like, the people that like my post, I'll go through and open multiple tabs. I'll go to that person's page. I'll like and comment on a bunch of their posts, and then I'll shoot them a message. It takes a little more time, but I personally want someone that actually cares about my life to connect with me rather than some stranger. That's just me. Dakota's perspective is a little different because he's a dude. Like, not every female wants some dude contacting them and saying, see, we have to handle that a little differently. But I'm more delicate with people, and spend more time on it. And I'm totally okay with that. But that is one reason why I do so many invites, because I like to spend a lot of time on my people, and not all of them are going to respond. And I want to grow our team. So I send lots of invites. And the other thing I was going to add is, it's not just like, I remember, Mary, you asked me, I'm trying to get my page here, an example. You asked if these were all invites, or if these were all reach outs and invites. So I do one side invites and one side reach outs / follow-ups. So like, when I say I'm doing 40 invites, I'm doing 40 invites. I'm straight up asking them, inviting them to a challenge group or the coach opportunity. But
great. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else have anything? I just lowered your hand. He's yelling at me from the room. Okay, I lowered your hand. What do you want?
I remembered.
Oh, okay.
I was watching something to help me. It really spoke to me, personal development, the other day, as something I was watching from another top coach. Danielle can tell you who it was. But basically, don't let fear stop you, because that was a lot of me too, is because, like, a lot of these people, like, I've reached out to 3-4 times, no response, like straight ghost. It's not going to be just you guys. Like, but guess what? If they're not telling me no or getting rude with me, they're not, like, this girl says, they're following my life. I'm going to keep sending them an invite until they respond, until they unfriend me. She goes, she knows why she's doing this. She goes, I'm not doing this just to sell. I'm doing this to help change people's lives legitimately, teach them how to make lifestyle changes, and hopefully help them much more than just physically along the way. She goes, I'm wanting to help people mentally, emotionally, and financially. She goes, I know where I'm coming from. So if someone gets mad at me, she goes, I don't care because I know where my heart's at. And that's what, like, it really spoke to me. And I was like, I just got to do this. Like, I showed Danielle just today, I got like 5 responses from people that I had sent out 4 or 5 messages to and never got a response before. And today they responded. If I'd have gave up on the 3rd, 4th time, wouldn't have those people right now. My coach that signed up yesterday that I just added to our team, I think I'd had 1 or 2 messages to her that she hadn't responded. And then sometimes people aren't doing it to be rude. I've had some people that I'd sent out 2 messages to and never got a response, and they respond like, I'm so sorry. She goes, I opened this up and completely forgot to respond. I get that because I've done that. Or now we have a child. I now know what it's like that my son opens up a message on my phone and I never even saw it. Like, no joke. I went through my phone and like, because it pops up and like you don't have to use your touch ID or anything on, if you got an iPhone, you click the message and it'll open it up right there for you to quick see it. He's done that at least 10 times just in the last month. And I try to keep my phone away from him. So I know what that's like. But my point is, don't let fear stop you. If you know why you're doing this, if you're not just trying to sell something, like when I reach out to someone, I am straightforward, but I'm not saying, here, buy this product, here, buy this. Like I'm inviting them to a challenge group or inviting them to the coach opportunity. I'm not trying to sell them something right there. If someone responds to me after that, I grow the relationship because I do want to grow a relationship with these people. I enjoy growing. You can ask Danielle, I'm more of a people person than her. She's a people person, but she has to have her own bubble. I'm not like that. I can be around people all day, and you would think the opposite from online. So, I mean, that it just tells you, I forgot where I was going with that, but just don't let fear stop you.
Straight to the point, but you also like to you like to grow the relationship, but you don't want to waste anybody's time. So you get to the point,
yes,
and if they're interested, you grow the relationship with them.
Exactly. Like I still grow, like I wanted you guys to see that I'm not just trying to like blast these out and then don't grow a relationship and just keep it business. That's how I'd want someone to treat me. I'd want to be, hey, how are you? Straightforward. Why they're reaching out to me. I message those people back. If they respond to me like that, I message them back every time, and it doesn't bother me one bit. And I was like, that's how I got to reach out to people, because that's how I want people talking to me and how it works for me. And that's what I got to do. And then I also, like I said, unless someone's getting rude with me or telling me no, I'm going to keep reaching out to them. And that's my mindset lately. And that's honestly why I'm doing so well right now. And I'm getting the best responses I ever had, because I was like, it just feels different this time, just within the last week of like putting my fear behind me and just going for it.
It's kind of like unapologetically you. You're being you. You're not going to apologize for wanting to inspire people and change their lives and offer them an opportunity that if you wouldn't have been offered, we wouldn't be going on a cruise paid for next month. You know, like just an example.
I wouldn't be retired sitting here at home watching I've not missed a single first of my son. How many parents can say that? We run a daycare. I can't tell you how many firsts happen here that these parents miss. Like 90% of these children's firsts happen here, and the parents miss every one of them. I didn't want that for my life, and thankful for Danielle for taking this opportunity and someone reaching out to her, that I don't have to miss any of these opportunities. I'm not going to have to miss it with my daughter. I'm going to see everything. I want other people to have that opportunity, because it's been nothing short of absolutely like a miracle from God, in my opinion, because it's that amazing to me. So I'm going to share this opportunity, like you said, unapologetically. That's a hard word.
It's a hard word. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I'll get off my soapbox now.
No, it was all good content. I'm going to stop recording though.
Say hi.